Blowing the bad gases out of there right now.
Yeah. Right now, coming out of the
73.
So I can turn it back on. Put you back on. We're gonna call for heating. Inducer motors running, removing those bad harmful gases from the combustion chamber and from the heat exchanger. Like I say, with it running, even when it shuts down, gases get trapped inside the heat exchanger of the furnace. So you want to remove all those before it actually, the furnace actually goes through the steps and kicks on. So that way you don't have to worry about flame jumping out or an explosion from those gases. We had our inducer come on, our pressure switch, with that inducer motor to make sure that the inducer motor did its job, pulled all those bad harmful gases out. Then our hot surface igniter came on. Once that signal was satisfied, then the gas valve opened up. The gas valve opened up.
Yeah.
Across the hot surface igniter.
I can feel the heat.
Now we have a flame present. Flame sensor. Sense the flames. We have a good flame. And then the blower kicked on. So if you look down here inside those tubes, you can see the flame shooting inside, right? So that flame is shooting inside of the heat exchanger. And that heat is traveling up through the heat exchanger. So it's just traveling in a circle up through the heat exchanger. So when the blower kicks on, it's just blowing air over the heat exchanger. So the air, as it's blowing across the heat exchanger, is heating up. And that's what creates the heated air, the warm air that blows out and blows out until
So it's just making that hot. Yeah, like that.
making
If you just take this off, it'll be red.
It's making that hot. So it'll get hot. Now I don't have a picture or a video to show the temperature that it gets, but it gets hot. So it probably gets hot enough that it probably glows a little bit. And like I say, the air from the blower is blowing upward. It's blowing across it, heating that air. So it's blowing cold air being blown from the blower across the
Where's the pressure switch on this?
Pressure switch right here.
That's the inducer, right?
The inducer is right here, yeah. So you have a line that comes off of the pressure switch and goes right to the inducer motor. So that the inducer motor is doing its job and blowing those gases, harmful gases out of here. It sends us, like I said, it closes and sends a signal to the pressure switch. The pressure switch closes to make sure that there's no more harmful gases in there. It kind of like it takes a sample reading of the air inside the combustion chamber. Make sure that,
Then that goes to the heat exchanger from the inducer.
No.
There's a switch.
no.
Inducer goes through the roof, right?
Well, this goes through the roof.
Yeah.
It'll
supposed to be
set up just like
yeah.
this one. They just don't have a vent on this one for it to be exhausted. But it's gonna look just like this. You'll have a big vent coming off of it. Just like a water heater. A water heater has the same setup to get for gas, the vent. So you have that same thing here. So, like I say, on this one they got the door taped. They got that switch taped down so that way the unit will come on and we can have it running even without the doors on. But if the door wasn't on here and we didn't have it taped down, the unit wouldn't come on because that switch switch has to be pushed in order for it to come on.
So what if like you know how the is on, right? The fire shooting through. Like what about with the wires and stuff? You make sure the wires is clear out the way and
The
stuff?
wires are gonna be clear because they're on the outside.
Okay, it's not gonna get hotter and start. Okay.
That's why now see on this one they have both of the rollouts. So you have two flame rollouts. You have one on this side, one on this side. So the only way you will have to worry about if anything happens to these wires, if the flame was to jump back out of that too.
Okay.
Come back. But before it would even get here, those rollouts.
And can you like zip tie 'em, like put them together or something? Cause they all like, yeah,
zip tied together.
got me all like they all scattered. Like I'm confused.
This is just for
Okay, yeah, training. Gotcha.
But yeah, if you're working on a unit, as long as somebody else hasn't come in and worked on it and unclipped it, all that's gonna be clipped and zip
They
tied
making me
together.
want to go home and take mines off and look. But I ain't gonna mess with nothing. I'm gonna just look.
And even if you buy it out of the box, all that's gonna be together.
Yeah, it's all gonna be zip tied. You know, like they got one right here. Like I say, since this unit's been worked on, that's why all of this is kind of hanging out.
So
it's
if
gonna be more. You know,
so if you go to
this usually wouldn't come from this side. It will come around this side, but they just ran it from the closest side.
so what you do in the case if you go to somebody's house, right, and you take the the tops off, and it look like what it look like now? Do you fix it? Cause some people might just throw it any kind of way, have it.
I fix it. I'm like, I get some zip ties and zip ties, back together, make it nice and neat.
I don't even know where to start from, like how to do it. Like you just pull them all out and put them together. Or?
How it is. Just, like you got these here, so like this here, I'll put a zip tie here.
Okay.
And then, I would just follow it on down and maybe zip tie it again, and then you could, just take them. Because it's like you just want it to be kind of up out of the way. So like it don't have to
Be perfect enough?
Be perfect.
Okay.
You don't want to spend too much time on it because I can't anyway. 'Cause I have a slight OCD, and I'll get in here and we done pulled stuff apart and straightened it all out. Being somebody's added 3 hours.
Okay.
So if I see it, I'm just gonna